You might not have haters. You might not have haters. Nobody wins when the family feuds. And that's word to Jay-Z. Let's get into it.
Tell me say one thing, not see if you understand.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Morgan Alexis, and we are back again with another video. And we do locks, health and wellness, and black liberation right here on this channel. And if any of those things resonate to you, go ahead and click subscribe if you're not already, and go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And I'm not on TikTok yet, but just wait on it. So now that we got that out the way, let's get into today's video. So if you ain't got no haters, you might actually still be poppin'. Hear me out. So the first things first, literally, I think, and this is just a personal belief of mine, that truthfully everyone's biggest hater is themselves. So let's just talk about that for a little bit. As a mental wellness coach and somebody who does help guide clients on, actualizing and realizing their truest self, one of the biggest things that we work on together is really ridding this negative self-talk that literally hinders us from being our full, vibrant self. So literally getting rid of the negative Nancy that lives in our minds that was created out of life experiences or people or just the way we grew up. There's somehow a narrative that's running in our minds. It's imposter syndrome, it's the low self-esteem, and it's all the things that really hold us back from us. And so when we have this whole mantra or this saying or this, you'll hear it in rap songs and things like that. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't really poppin'. I truthfully believe we should just stop worrying about anybody else and first worry about the little hater that lives in our mind that literally stops us from actualizing anything we ever want. So focus on that hater first. Secondly, is anybody really truthfully worried about you like that? Ugh, I know, harsh. We all have our stuff. We all have our things that we have. We have kids, we have jobs, we have bills, we have all the things that we need to worry about. Is anybody truthfully worried about you? Does anybody wake up in the morning and be like, I need to focus on what this person is doing and continue to send out negative vibes towards all the things that they want and need to accomplish in this life? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Now, let me just say this. I am not naive to people who are literally like bad mind, like as Jamaicans would call it, like bad mind towards you. I don't not believe that. But I don't believe that folks who do entertain the idea of needing haters to know that you're successful, is it really necessary? Because truthfully, yes, there is negativity and there is things out here in the world that are literally just going to be the antithesis to your being and your person. But it doesn't mean like you have to give energy to that. And so when we give more energy to it, guess what? The universal law says it, and whatever you may believe, it probably says it in some sort of way, that you'll just get it back. And next would be just speaking to Black folk, truthfully, and people of color, indigenous folks, that truthfully, to our nature, we are communal beings. And this particular saying just makes more division happen within our community. And do we need that? Like, let's just pause for a second. Do we need any more division within our own community? Absolutely not. So it's really important to know that the words that we speak and the beliefs that we have are so powerful that they literally create the reality that we have. And so if we continue to spew this idea that you need haters in order to be poppin', like, that only furthers this idea that we need to divide ourselves in order to get up in the ladder of success, right? That crabs in a barrel idea. And that, I would love to talk about that in a whole nother video, because why are the crabs in the barrel in the first place? Let's talk about that. When you have this energy that feeds into an idea or a belief, and then you further it with music and culture, right? Like music is a very moving energy that influences people beyond languages, like people who don't even speak English will be able to say, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping, because it's behind a very good beat. And that, do you get what I'm saying? Do you see where I'm going with that? So like, it's so powerful to influence a body of people that then becomes the consciousness. Like, that then becomes the belief, like, oh, I really truthfully need to push down on the person below me in order to get up top, because I need haters. And obviously, again, I'm not saying no one's out here like, let me look for haters so I can be successful. But truthfully, I think also kind of curates this idea that I need to distance myself from people instead of like offering love. We don't need any more divisive language within our community, because that is the true downfall of our folks, is division. We see each other as competitors and not as collaborators. And it's those sayings that further this idea that we need to divide ourselves. And truthfully, that's not helping anybody. Nobody wins when the family feuds. And that's word to Jay-Z. But truthfully, we really have to focus on the words that we speak and the thoughts that we think and the beliefs that we have, because it truthfully creates the reality that we live in. And so the last thing I would say is, because we are the creators of our own reality, we have to shift the perspective. And if we want to shift the perspective, if we don't want people hating on us 24/7, if we want people to really love on us and really see ourselves actualize the things that we want and desire in this world, we have to shift the perspective in saying, I need people. There is no use in, I'm at the top, you're at the bottom, and this is what lets the world go round. Like, no. I truthfully believe that is an ideology that is anti Black folk, people of color, indigenous people. I think that is the antithesis, and you can see in our cultural realms like how communal we are to our nature. We cannot get away from it, like no matter how much they've tried. And when I say they, y'all know who I'm talking about. Truthfully, they want us to see each other as competition, because they know that there's power in unity. And so when I say that we should debunk this whole idea that you should have haters because you're not popping if you don't have haters, let's stop it. Let's just quit. Let's just truthfully, collectively change the perspective and say and be honest and be vulnerable with one another, that we truthfully need one another. Like, we literally need each other. There's no way we can do this life by ourselves. No way. In order to be happy and at peace and feel fulfilled, we will be surrounded by the love that has gotten us to where we need to be, instead of feeling alone at the top. Kanye said it best, the people highest up have the lowest self-esteem. We have to really just take account of like people who are really successful have a difficult time of maintaining inner peace. And I think with inner peace comes that unity that we get from just being connected to one another. And if we continue to believe that we have these haters that we just create in our own mind, then we create this division within ourselves and within our own communities, and we will all continue to see ourselves suffer inside. And so this is a call to action. Stop saying it. That's all the point of this video is to really stop saying it. Because then the generations that come after us will start to continue to believe it, and the generation that after them will continue to believe it, and it's not helping nobody. It's not. So you all be well, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.